What makes America an extraordinary place in the world? And what makes the United States such a great place to live? What makes us the land of opportunity, the place to reach the American dream? And why can so many immigrants come here from other places around the globe and have a great future within a generation or two, leave a legacy for their children and grandchildren? A lot of it is our ideals and our future prospects for freedom and liberty for all, and the high level upon which we value our people and the character we try to develop in people. But often people do not see these things. You know, they remain in one part of the country, one small area perhaps, and do not see all of the things that are happening in the country and all of the many. If you travel around the country, you'll see all the thousands of new buildings, skyscrapers, and everything else going up all the time. New developments, new land masses being developed into wonderful places to raise families. And you'll see all these marvelous things going on. And you'll look at the colleges and universities and see how many wonderful courses they're offering to people to improve their life and to give them a better outlook on life and let them have a new lease on life. You'll see all of these many things that are provided for a great opportunity. The many libraries, free libraries even, are all around the country. They provide an opportunity for anyone to get in and read and learn and develop themselves. In so many ways, we have areas, types of places where people can work on personal development. So many books written in the English language for personal development. A great language. We have a great language and a great cultural heritage. All these things make for a great place to live, but often we just overlook all these things, and therefore we just don't see what we have, and that causes us not to be as grateful as we should be. You know, while it is true that maybe different people of different races may have different hurdles to overcome to take part in the American dream is still there for everybody, and it's growing more and more true all the time. Growing more and more true for each and every individual in the country. And that is our hope and our vision, that we will continue, that all the leaders of our country will continue to provide more and more opportunity for more and more of our citizens. But we have the opportunity for everyone that will seek for it, truly seek for it diligently. Don't mistake the fact that you have to sometimes seek for opportunity diligently in order to find it. Don't mistake that with the idea that the opportunity is not there, because we have the greatest opportunities in the United States as are available in any other country in the world. We have great citizens dedicated. Everywhere we have great citizens dedicated to providing help for any individual that wants to improve themselves. It doesn't matter what race, creed, or color you are. They're dedicated to helping you achieve your dreams and purposes in life, to make yourself a better individual, a better person, to equip yourself for a better future. Dedicated individuals who are working and striving to make all this possible. And we really need to just lift up our eyes occasionally and see all these marvelous things, even those of us who already have taken advantage of a lot of wonderful opportunities and already have a good life. And we also sometimes need to just begin to look back and look over the country and look to the new opportunities that are coming and re-examine and revisit and rethink all the opportunities that we have had in the past and that are growing more and more into the future. Actually, you know, it's not the case like so many suppose, that greater opportunities would be had a generation or two ago, and that the opportunities are lessening. I know people get that idea, but it's actually not true. As technology develops and as information develops, computer ability, intel ability, all these different things begin to develop more and more. There becomes more and more opportunity that is spread among and reachable to the capabilities of many, many more people of all races and creeds and colors. Because there are technologies and there are ways that we didn't have before of every individual taking part in the opportunities in the country. Courses online even, where you don't even have to leave your city, town, or village. Even if you're living in a small village with only one race of people mostly living there. You don't even have to leave your home. You can turn on the internet, take courses, gain degrees, land a place to go and work, practically all from your home. And then by the time you go to the place of your new career and your new opportunity, you're already well prepared, already have your diplomas, already have your degrees in tow, ready to demand respect from people of whatever background they are that you have to work with. So it's just a wonderful place to be a part of. But we should want to protect that. And we should want immigrants to come here who have that same desire to get to a place of opportunity where they can protect that land, since it's unlike where they come from and they didn't have the opportunity where they come from, that they would want to come to a place where instead of just viewing it in spite or instead of just taking advantage of it, overrunning it and coming in and destroying it, that we'll have immigrants that will come in and value what they are beginning to be able to take advantage of and beginning to build a new life for them and their children and their future generations, and then see that they have to protect that. They have to help us all protect that from those who would destroy it. We need to get that kind of vision, that the more we can understand the opportunities that are here, and the more we can understand the freedoms that are here, the possibilities that are here, the great leadership that is here and that is going to get better in the future and provide more opportunities, then the more we can be deeply grateful and deeply protective of what we have. We should become jealous of what we have. We should become possessive of what we have in this country. Possess this country, and as a person would protect their own family, protect it from being destroyed, protect it from those who have the wrong intent, as we would protect our very own family and our very own children and grandchildren, knowing that it actually is the same thing. Because if we don't protect the country won't be here for our children and grandchildren after we have spent all of that time building a legacy for ourselves, then it won't be here. Even if we come from other countries where we've come at a great danger to life and limb, traveled long miles, toiled greatly to save up the money to get here, and got here and then started a new life, worked hard 7 days a week, 12, 14 hours a day for almost a full generation or even more in some cases, and finally built up a legacy and a wonderful business for ourselves, or a wonderful development, or a wonderful way of making a living, or gained a wonderful career, and then start to pass it on to our children. And then we have people come into the country that have evil intent, want to destroy the country, and want to take that legacy away from us that we've toiled so hard for. We all, immigrants or non-immigrants, have to see that. See that for what it is. See that as they're coming against our family and trying to destroy our values and trying to destroy the nation in which gave us the opportunity to have such a wonderful life in the first place. So we need to understand what we're all about. That's one of the visions we need to get. I talk about having a diamond vision. That's one of the visions that we need to get and maintain every day. what a wonderful country we have, and therefore what all we have to lose if we lose it. We speak about how that we're marching forward to freedom for all, for all races, creeds, and colors, and we're intent on reaching that promised land of freedom for all, and we've made great strides toward reaching that. We don't want to get there only to find out that when we start entering the promised land that other people from other countries with evil intent have come in and stolen away our heritage. Right at the time which we're about to get our piece of the pie, whether we are poor people that have finally reached a stage of wealth and being well off, or whether we are immigrants that have finally reached a legacy we can pass on to our generation before us, or whether we are a minority race and we finally reached the status of true freedom and true and full enfranchisement. And then all of a sudden we see that the rug's being pulled out from under the country because of the loss of values, the loss of the full appreciation and gratitude for the country. Listening to, and people that have turned their ears to listen to leaders from other nations with wrong, false ideologies, and allowed that to steal our dream and steal the country that we've worked hard to receive equality in. Get there and start to take our piece of the pie and find out that it's already be all eaten up ahead of us. We don't want to see any of that happening. But that's going to take each one of us, every race, creed, and color, every new citizen that comes from other countries, every new immigrant that becomes legalized in this country and becomes naturalized, has to work together in a view of a common country in order to protect that, because that's how great the threats are. That's how great the threats are. People around the world, there's countries around the world that are highly jealous of everything we have, of all of our values, all of our goods, all of our prosperity, are jealous of the good leaders, the powerful leadership that we're able to provide to the world, the way we're able to pass on our ideas and our good foundation that we have formed here for a strong country. They want to jerk all of that out from under us, and it's going to take each and every one of our citizens to pull together, not pull off one way or the other and decide that they're better off apart than together, but to all pull together toward that common vision. And that is my prayer, that is what we'll do. And as we do that, we'll understand how to have the leaders, but the leaders in that will provide that and maintain that vision for us, and create more and more possibilities. Leaders will understand how to bring the races together and how to set up a diamond future for us all, a great prosperous, to maintain a great prosperous country, and maintain our values that protect our freedom and liberty, maintain our values that allow us to come here as a land of dreams and make a legacy for our children and grandchildren well into the future. They'll understand that, and we'll understand that, and we'll all pull together to maintain that. And then it'll truly be a land of freedom and opportunity and full enfranchisement for all. And so I'm going to pray right now that this land will always be a land of freedom, opportunity, and a land of dreams, and a land where dreams are fulfilled, and that all citizens will increasingly become fully enfranchised and fully prosperous and fully able to take part of all the resources of the country, and the country will become ever greater, have ever greater diamond vision of the future and understand everything that is possible. And I pray now that if there's any sick person, anyone that has any disease, incurable or curable, that they will see that the answer is in God, and that God, my Father, I pray that in the name of thy Holy Son, Jesus, you would raise them up and heal them of all their sicknesses and diseases, all of their downtrodden ways, or any, that you just lift them up above any obsession or depression or depression that they might be going through. Even any time period of going into a valley or into a time of blues or boredom, that you will lift them up above boredom and blues, that you'll lift them up to see that they can have great joy, they can have great vision, They can look to the mountaintop and learn how to rise above all the problems and all the blues and depression they may have. That now I pray that you'd give everyone more joy, more happiness, more healing, more prosperity than they've ever had before in their life. And I pray all these things in the name, Father, in the name of thy Holy Son, Jesus. Amen, amen, and amen. Touch people, heal people,